Well, the head of the International Atomic Energy Organization meets the president of nuclear-armed Israel. During the meeting, Yukiya Amano failed to reflect international concerns about Israel's nuclear arsenal. Instead, he told Shimon Peres that Tel Aviv is a valued partner for the IAEA, and then the focus shifted to Iran's nuclear energy program.
Israel is a very valued partner for the IAEA, both in the region and beyond. We appreciate very much our cooperation with your country in the areas such as nuclear medicine, radiotherapy, and sterile insect technology. The international community needs to address difficult issues such as the Iran nuclear issues and the nuclear weapon-free zone in Middle East. I firmly believe that Israel has a very important role to play.
The implementation of the agreement between the agency and Iran is progressing, unfortunately, at a slow pace.
The meeting between Amano and Peres was held at the headquarters of the UN Nuclear Agency in Vienna. This as Iran and the permanent members of the UN Security Council plus Germany have been holding nuclear talks aimed at reaching a comprehensive deal in a matter of months. Israel, which is not a member of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, does not allow international inspectors to visit its nuclear weapons facilities. Tel Aviv has also been trying to sabotage the nuclear talks between the P5+1 and Iran, which says its nuclear program is peaceful. Now, earlier we had reported that the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency has met with the president of nuclear-armed Israel. I'm now being told Mr. Kaveh Afrasiabi is on the line with us from Boston to speak about this a bit further. Mr. Afrasiabi, thanks very much for joining us here on Press TV. Now, Israel is being called a valued partner by the Director General of the IAEA. This is when we do know that Israel is not a member of the NPT. It does not allow the international inspectors to visit its nuclear weapons facilities. And in the same breath, Yukiya Amano spoke about Iran. And Iran is a country which has shown nothing but transparency and willingness to cooperate. What do you make of this hypocrisy?
Well, I really think this is double standard run amok, because the praise that Mr. Amano had for a nuclear pariah state, Israel, is totally uncalled for. Israel has defied the UN General Assembly resolution of December 2012 that called on the state of Israel to open up its nuclear facilities to IAEA inspections. And one is at a loss for words to describe and indeed find out why the Director General of the IAEA failed in his meeting with the Israeli leader to press on him the importance of abiding by the will of the international community and to continue with his flagrant callous disregard for what the United Nations and the international community has demanded from Israel, which is a clandestine nuclear weapon state. So it's really, case of a sheep walking in, a wolf walking in sheep's clothes, defrauding the IAEA of its basic principles, because Mr. Amano is obligated by his functional duty to impress upon Israel the importance of what the majority of the IAEA member states want per a 2009 resolution that pressed on Israel to open up its nuclear facilities.
And Mr. Afrasiabi, then what does this mean for the legitimacy of international organizations like the IAEA?
Well, I really think it undermines the legitimacy and the credibility of the IAEA and the Office of the Director General. Mr. Amano already has a credibility problem per a recent WikiLeaks release that showed that he is overtly pro-American and pro-Western. And in order to dispel that suspicion and to perform his duty even-handedly, Mr. Amano must pressure Israel to open up to IAEA inspections and show its facilities that are underground.
Okay. Political scientist Kaveh Afrasiabi, they're joining us from Boston. Many thanks indeed, sir, for your comments here on Press TV.